Good morning.
Good morning.
We are extremely pleased that you are here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree?
Yes.
You're knowing what you are wanting. So you come for fun, clarity, vibrational upliftment, to contribute, to receive, to co-create, to hang around in an environment that is conducive to the raising of your own vibration. And as you focus upon the conversation, but even more important, as you focus into the vibration of this day, it is certain that your vibration must conform to that dominant frequency. It's just the way it is. You've been listening to us for a while?
Yes.
You've been through all of those processes? Doesn't matter. If you've never heard any of it before, you'll get it today. Because we're going to talk to you from the perspective of where you are. You are. Every one of you. Here in the room, around the world. Where you are in relationship to where the larger part of you is. Your emotions are literal feedback to let you know where you stand right here, right now, with the thought you're thinking in relationship to who you really are and what you really have already become. Emotions are indicator simply of the vibrational gap between who you really are, meaning who you will be once you reemerge into non-physical, meaning who the source energy part of you is, meaning who the soul of you is. We call it the inner being of you, the expanded version of you. The whole reason that you've invited us here to play with you is so that we can assist you in consciously measuring and acknowledging and deliberately shrinking that vibrational variance between who you've become and who you're letting yourself be right here, right now. Who you've become is brilliant and worthy. Who you often allow yourself to be is restricted and feeling puny in your experience. So here's a piece of understanding that we have not defined this clearly before. Your question really asks for it in a strong way. You're going to like this. So, you understand the concept of the grid? Sort of makes sense. That I've got this vibrational basis, and when I step into my full power, everything goes better. So here I am, feeling good. And I'm thinking about something that's way out there. Maybe the birth of babies that haven't even been conceived yet, or a relationship and I haven't even met the person yet, or a business that I will have someday that I have not even established yet or prepared for yet, something way out there in my future. Well, the further out there it is, the more it behooves you to be general about it. Because when you try to be specific about something that you don't have information about, you just get frustrated. It makes you feel lacking. So the more general you are, such as, oh, it's going to be great. I'm going to live happily ever after. I'm so looking forward to things falling into place. I know I'll know it when I see it. I don't have to figure it out right now. Things always work out for me. I'll know what to do when the time is right. I'll be guided every step along the way. Those general statements allow your energy to be clear. And all that is necessary for you to get everything that's in your vortex, or to achieve a grid that allows everything in your vortex to just flow in the perfect timing and sequence, all that's required for that is that you keep a smooth energy pattern going on. That's the power of meditation. Meditation takes you to the most general of pure vibration. When you meditate, you stop thought. When you stop thought, you stop resistance. When there's no resistance, everything can flow into your experience, you see. So the further out there it is, the more general you are. But let's say you're sitting here in this room. You know that you want to be in the chair. You've already defined that you want to be first in the chair. Now it's time to get specific about it. In other words, now something less general, something more specific, such as, I really think it will be fun to be in that chair. I really like the idea of having a dialogue with Abraham. I really like the idea of having a conscious dialogue where we're exchanging communication, where we are getting on the same vibrational wavelength and taking thought beyond that which it has been before. Much more specific conversation. For example, when you get into your automobile to drive somewhere, be present. Get real specific. I'm going to put my hands on the steering wheel. I'm going to pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm going to enjoy this moment. I'm going to engage consciously with other drivers. I'm going to have a sense of what others are doing on the road. I'm going to be at one with my vehicle. I'm going to have everything in my vicinity, in my awareness, whether I'm using my physical senses. You use your hearing much more in driving than you realize. I'm going to use my physical senses. I'm going to use my eyes and my ears. I'm going to be at one with my vehicle, but I'm going to sense intuitively what other drivers around me are doing. That's a really specific conversation that you're having with yourself. And because you're just about to get into your vehicle, it's good to be really specific. You don't want to be in that general sense, whatever will be, will be. Things just work out for me. I think I'll take a nap while I drive up to Stanford. You've been hearing us talking about law of attraction, and we want to say to you that law of attraction is the most powerful law in the universe. It's the law that understands vibrational frequencies and brings frequencies that are the same together. So what you're thinking is causing you to offer a vibration, and that vibration is an emanation of vibration, and law of attraction is finding things that match it and showing them to you. And at first, they're small. The longer you think about them, the bigger they get. But the more you give your attention to anything, the stronger your point of attraction becomes about it. So if there are things or people or experiences that you would really like to experience, think about them more. And often you say, well, I don't know how I could think more about this obsession I have. I just don't know how I could think any more about it. And we say, but we want you, and by the end of this day, we want you to really feel it clearly. We want you to be able to differentiate between whether you are obsessed with what you want or whether you are obsessed with the absence of it. Because it's a rather fine line. You think you're thinking about what you want because you're thinking about what you want, and you're using the word about what you want. Lover, money, lover, money, lover, money, lover, money. Is all we're getting from this crowd. But often what's going on is, rather than thinking about the experience that you really want, you are aware of where you stand in relationship to it. So the absence of it is what is dominant in your experience. And because it's been dominant for a while, and you've been observing the absence of what you want for a while, now you have a belief about the absence that is stronger than your desire about the presence. And when your desire is what it is, but your belief is stronger, your desire doesn't move toward you, or you don't move toward it, or better said, you don't rendezvous with your desire. You have to be at least not offering the contradictory vibration. Now, did you hear those clarifying words? You have to at least not be offering. Of course, it would be far better if you're thinking about what you want. Purely what you want. But if you can't think purely about what you want, then don't think about it at all. That's at least not doing something that contradicts it. You see what we're getting at? Lobotomy would help. It would. But so much goes with that. Meditation helps, because when you quiet your mind, you stop thought, and when you stop thought, you stop resistance. But you can't meditate all day. Your employer wants some of your attention. When you're driving, don't meditate. So focus is the only answer. You have to figure out how to focus yourself into alignment with your desires. And we think that sometimes you think that there's really no point in focusing on your desire because you don't believe it's going to happen anyway. And we say that's sort of where we started, isn't it? We want to say to you that everything that you want, no matter what it is possible for you to achieve. There are no exceptions to that. But you cannot focus upon something that's missing and experience what you want. You have to focus upon what you want. When you talk about what you want and why you want it, you often get into that more general place that allows you to focus purely with no resistance. But when you get more specific, like, well, how will it come? Or when will it come? Or where will it come from? Or who will bring it? Or who will it be? When you ask those more specific questions to which you don't have answers, then you introduce, through the specifics, contradiction to your vibration, and it slows everything down. When you talk about what you want and why you want it, you often can stay in a more general place. And so that's really the key to getting more of what you want. We know that you come because you are wanting to be part of this leading edge discussion. We know that you come because you are looking for clarification on some specific things. We know that you come because you're wanting to contribute with your knowledge and your beingness to the whole of this forum. We know that you come for the vibrational vitality that often comes by focusing from the core of that which you are. You just can't focus here very long without coming into vibrational alignment with who you really are. And so your feelings of well-being and your feelings of worthiness and your feelings of elation and passion begin to return to you as you focus here with us just for a little while on the well-being of your life experience. But we want to show you how you can focus in your life experience in specifics and still be in alignment. And that is the thing that is most difficult for most of our human friends, because we love you very much. You always know something's coming right after that. We love you very much, but for the most part, the more specific you get, the more resistance you introduce into the equation. And that just trips you up and freaks you out because you want to be specific. You do. You are genius creators. You are elaborate creators. You are leading edge creators. You did not come forth into this time-space reality to hide your head in the sand or to meditate all day in order to stop resistance. You came figuring that you could manage your focus enough that you could deliberately create, and specifically deliberately create, because it's not fun to be less specific when you are a leading edge creator like you are. In other words, when we say to you, if you'll get real general, you'll feel a lot better, and you practice it and you feel better, you say, yeah, I feel better, but I'm really bored. And we say, we know you are. You gotta be bored. When you have as much data surrounding you as you do, you want to be specifically focused. In fact, you want so much to be specifically focused that you'll choose negative over positive because you want to be specifically focused. We're just here to remind you, you don't have to give up positive for specific. But you can't start there often. You can't just jump from really, really, really knowing what you don't want to really, really, really knowing what you do want. There's too much vibrational momentum or inertia already going. So you got to slow it down, get general, practice the general thought of well-being. Are you following this? Well, then we're done. Because if you've got that, then all you have to do is go practice it. And so that was a very short seminar. We hope you got your money's worth. It will carry you to the end of this life experience and on and on and on and on. There's nothing that we could tell you that would be more important to you than what you just heard. It's such a wonderful thing to acknowledge that the things that are coming to you, that the people that you're talking with, that the things that they're saying, that the way the traffic flows, that the articles that you are reading, that every single thing that you are rendezvousing with, everything, right down to the last detail, is coming in response to the vibrational patterning over which you have complete control. And as you begin exercising it, you will restore yourself to your conscious awareness of the rightness of you, of the worthiness of you, of the bigness of you, of the grandness of you, of the fullness of you, of the wholeness of you, of the goodness of you, you see. These are the impulses that we so enjoy. Hinting, offering, radiating, emphasizing. And when something thrills you, it is our desire that you understand.